In the heart of Shropshire's countryside, Boscobel House stands as a monument to loyalty, cunning and survival. This unassuming 16th century hunting lodge was thrust into the pages of history during one of England's most perilous moments, the dramatic escape of King Charles II after his crushing defeat at the Battle of Worcester in 1651. Boscobel House was originally constructed by the Gifford family, a devoutly Catholic household who designed the lodge as a secluded retreat. Its purpose extended beyond leisure. Hidden priest holes and secret staircases were incorporated to protect persecuted clergy during a time when Catholicism was outlawed in England. Little did the Giffords know that their house would one day shelter a king. After his defeat at Worcester, the young Charles II was a fugitive with a bounty of £1,000 on his head. Disguised as a common woodsman, he relied on the loyalty and resourcefulness of the Pendrell family, tenants of Boscobel, to evade capture. Upon reaching the house, Charles found refuge in its thick walls and secluded grounds. For 2 tense days, Charles remained hidden. The Pendrells, at great personal risk, ensured his safety. He spent hours concealed in this priest hole, a cramped, dark space that had shielded others from persecution decades earlier. Despite the intense searches by parliamentarian forces, the king's presence remained a well-guarded secret. even Boscobel House wasn't entirely safe. With soldiers patrolling nearby, the decision was made to move Charles into the surrounding woodland. There he took shelter in an unlikely yet ingenious hiding spot, the Royal Oak. The ancient tree stood deep in the forest, its thick canopy offering a perfect vantage point. From its branches, Charles could see his pursuers combing the area, unaware that their quarry was observing them from above. The Royal Oak became a symbol of loyalty and perseverance, a living reminder of the extraordinary measures taken to protect the king. Today, visitors to Boscobel House can walk the same paths Charles once trod, explore the historic interiors, and stand beneath the descendant trees of the Royal Oak, which continue to flourish as part of this historic landscape. Not far from Boscobel lies another key location in Charles's escape story, White Ladies Priory. These crumbling remains of a 12th century Augustinian convent once served as a haven for the king during his desperate flight. After the battle, Charles's first refuge was White Ladies Priory. Here, he was welcomed by the Gifford family and other loyalists who provided him with his woodsman disguise. The isolated priory, named for the white habits of its nuns, was an ideal hideout for a fugitive king. The priory had already fallen into ruin by the 17th century, its days as a religious institution long behind it. Yet its remote location made it invaluable in Charles's escape, offering him the chance to rest and plan his next move. From White Ladies Priory, Charles continued his perilous journey, eventually making his way to the south coast and securing passage to France. His successful escape was a triumph of loyalty, ingenuity, and the courage of those who risked everything to protect their king. Boscobel House, the Royal Oak, and White Ladies Priory, 3 sites forever linked by a tale of resilience and heroism. They remind us of a time when loyalty to a cause or a king could change the course of history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through England's rich past. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like, subscribe, and explore more historical adventures with us on McBrowser. Subscription to the McBrowser channel is free. If there are any places you'd like to see covered, please leave a comment on the video.